Marseillaise. Played. Hello, the
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Let me know. Should be better now. Yes. Okay, great. Good morning, everyone. Yes. Okay, great. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Saturdays for Sanity. I'm Michelle Kitty. You're watching the Mayday Network. I am in Pennsylvania, in my hotel room. I'm in the Poconos. I'm here for a wedding. My husband's family. So I'm dealing with, so that's why I was a little late this morning. I apologize. I was trying to message in the chat that I was trying to figure out hotel Wi-Fi. We're going to just see, we're going to hope that this is going to work. I'm literally, you're looking at rolled out of bed a few hours ago, Michelle, running around trying to figure this out. So to our regulars here at Mayday, hello, it's so nice to see you. And I have been so sick all week long. I lost my voice. I was emailing with Jeff Jarvis the other day, and he's like, maybe we should just like not do it on Friday too. And you know, I've gone through like a half a box of Mucinex and stuff. I'm feeling better, but as you all know, it's like that crud, you know, it's just like you just can't kick it, and then you're coughing all night long. It's a whole thing. Anyways, I'm so glad to be here this morning. I'm going to try to stay with you as long as I can. Excuse me already. Here we go. Hold on. I would love to know if you're going to the No Kings protest today. I would love to know where you're going, maybe who you're going with. Maybe you're going by yourself. I have found the local No Kings protest here in the Poconos that I'm going to go to just for a half hour. The wedding doesn't start until like later in the afternoon. So I'm going to go. I think my mother-in-law is going to come with. I think my husband's going to come with. And, you know, even if I can just show up for a few minutes, you know, I think it's important that we all show up. And that's why I showed that opening. I wanted to show that really famous scene from Casablanca that always gets me. And, you know, as many of you may know, maybe not know, that scene was filled with background actors that were all refugees. So it's a lot of that emotion in that scene was real. And it's really just that film just stands the test of time, and over and over and over again. Just truly wonderful movie. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's just the best. So I'm going to go through here. We've got Miss Banks is North Central Ohio, Waterloo, Iowa. Alone. Hey, I like an alone. Let's see. No, the MAGA police in a rural MAGA town canceled hours. No. Where? I mean, you don't have to tell me because this is public. You don't want people to know where you live. But like, oh my God, that's how is that even legal? I guess did they just pull the permit? I guess. Hartford, Connecticut, Redwood City, California. Going with my fiance. That's nice. And by the way, congratulations that you're getting married. Let's see. York, PA, sandy beaches. Mm, let's see here. I'm going to the No Kings protest in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. There's one in every burb here in Chicagoland, of course. I would expect no less from the great city of Chicago. Let's see. Michelle, your family are that's very lovely. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Where else we going? Where else we going? New Bedford, Mass, Tucson, Arizona, Charlestown, Indiana. Oh, Asheville, North Carolina. Yes. Good morning from Nashville, Nash Vegas, Northwestern Ontario. Sunny and cold. It's cold here in Pennsylvania too. It's like 35 degrees out. And let me just tell you, I doubt any of them are watching this because I don't know that we share the same political beliefs here. So I think they're going to get married outside today. It's going to be like 40 degrees, maybe. So I don't know how this is going to work. We're going to find out. Okay, so Whittier, I hope I'm saying that properly, California. We have one small in our county seat in Greensburg, PA. We'll be meeting with the Dem Ladies group. Love that. Went to the cinema to see Casablanca. Oh, 1993. I love when they do that, when they play the old films in the theaters. I remember as an adult, the first time I saw Gone with the Wind, because I'd seen it as a kid, I saw it at the Ziegfeld Theater in New York City. I went by myself, and it was just honestly such a wonderful experience. You have to see these things on big screens. Let's see. It's not legal, but they know they don't have to follow the law, and they are the law now. Well, isn't that just how America is nowadays? So sorry about that, Rob. That's awful. Minneapolis. Let's see. How about a hot toddy for that throat? Truly, I've been. I don't think I've drank so much water in my entire life. Let's see. UK protests in major cities. Thank you to the UK. Thank you for marching with us in solidarity. There's so many of us here in the United States that just honestly. I wish there were more protests. I'll say that. I'm glad that these happen. I think that they're a great thing for people to come together, but we need to be doing more of them, not just one big protest every 6 months. It's not enough. Let's see. Hey, Melbourne, Australia. Let's see, South Carolina. Going to the one in St. Paul, Minnesota. Was late because I went to go get the light rail tickets. Going to Carson City, Nevada. Great. See, I said Nevada properly. See, Nevada. A lot of people say Nevada, but I learned from Veep. You can't do that. You got to say Nevada. Let's see. Chattanooga, Tennessee. Jackson, Tennessee. See. Hi, Heidi. Mayday family from Canada. Let's see. Just outside Fort Leonard Wood Army Base in Missouri. Going by myself to the Beaver County Courthouse in Beaver, PA. Love it. Love it. Greensboro, North Carolina. 38 degrees here in Aldie, Virginia. It's a cold day. Cold day. 90, but not in Tucson. 93 degrees today in Tucson, marching 11 to 12. Good for you. Tucker, Georgia. Dress in layers. I guess. We're going to see. That's going to be chilly. No, like, legit. I'm so sorry. Cassopolis? So sorry. I'm probably butchering that. Michigan, with my best since junior high. I'm almost 50. I love that. It's me, Susan, from Little Egg Harbor. Hi, Susan. Providence, Rhode Island. Huge numbers registered for No Kings Nashville. I bet there is. I feel like Nashville is such an interesting place because it's a lot of transplants from like bigger cities and whatnot. It's like similar to Austin, yeah. But still, like, you're in Tennessee, so you're dealing with like all of that. So I feel like there's got to be a lot of energy in Nashville. I love Gone with the Wind. I know I do too, and I know it's a problematic film and story and things like that, but it just really is just it's a beautiful film otherwise. Bette Midler, I did see that. Bette Midler, she is, I'm obsessed with Bette Midler. The Guthrie tribute. I wish I had actually pulled that. That would have been fun to watch. I love Bette Midler. I have loved her since I was a child. Actually, one of the first, no one asked this, but I'm going to just tell the story anyways. One of the first songs I ever sang as a little kid, I was auditioning for the community theater production of The King and I. And I sang From a Distance. I sang From a Distance. I still have that sheet music with her like big red hair on it and everything. Let's see. Australia is also having no kings. We love you. We love you, Australia. Got 4 signs made up. Nothing too cool. However, they listen. To the point. To the point. Hey, from St. Louis. Going to a rally march this afternoon. Meet me in St. Louis. I'm in a hurry, but just saw Aldi, Virginia, land of the famed Road Ducks band, of which I jammed. I got married not far outside in a cool 45, just September. Wayside and No King sing in the Arlington. I know, Heidi. I know it's been like, I feel really bad. I was texting with Julie this morning, and I think it's almost like 10 o'clock where she is, 10 p.m. in Tokyo. And I was like, I'm so sorry. I am like not holding up my end here this week. Just the worst timing. But this coming next week, I am around. I hopefully will not catch another plague, and we'll be good. Let's see. Trump especially gets to vote by mail. Yeah, he said, he goes, I don't. What did he say? I hate mail-in voting. That's how people cheat. Even though he had voted by mail, literally a couple days before. Which was great news, by the way, that they flipped a Florida House seat to a Democrat, which represents Mar-a-Lago. There was also another flip that actually didn't make as much news, I think, because it's not Trump specifically like located. That was a state Senate seat in Florida, and then they held on to a third one, I think. That was already Democrat, but held strong. So, listen, when these things are happening, I mean, he's underwater. He's underwater. Trump's polls are really, really bad. There's been a lot of interviews from people who are attending CPAC this weekend. People are really, really upset. Matt Schlapp, very problematic person running CPAC, he got on stage and asked, who all wants to see impeachment hearings? And like the whole crowd started cheering. And he was like, no, that's the wrong answer. And then he asked again and people still cheered. So listen, I mean, I'm really like nervous because he's pulling out all the stops in order to cheat. But this is why we have to show up in numbers that cannot be oppressed or rigged, I guess is the rigged is the word. Okay, Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm attending No Kings protest with my husband, parents, in-laws, friends, sister, and brother-in-law. I love that. Family affair. Listen, if you can get out, go. Just go. You'll be glad you went. Just show up. You don't have to stay long if you don't want to. Just like get there, be there in solidarity. I tell people that even like in New York, right? Because it's a huge crowd. It can be a little overwhelming. Stay on the perimeters. Stay right on the outside. Walk on the outside. That way you can get in and out as quickly as possible. If you feel anxious or you just want to leave, that's what I do. Because crowds, I don't do well with crowds. Let's see. I'm in a pit of gloom with all the St. John's fans today. I know. Good goodness gracious. So sorry, guys. If you guys have been watching, I've been doing some March Madness coverage with my husband, Joe, and his friend Chris actually came on with us to do a Sweet 16 preview, which was a whole lot of fun. And I think we're going to do another one before the Final Four. We have a friend actually who used to be a college basketball coach, and Also does commentating for ESPN sometimes. So I'm going to ask him if he wants to join us as well. So that'll be a whole lot of fun. So, we're trying to do more things than just politics and doom and gloom here. We're trying to do some more culture and sports and things that kind of can bring us together in different ways. Okay, let's see. We have folks show up with signs every Friday on a main intersection here in Redwood City. That's great. See, that's what we need to be doing. We have had weekly Saturday demonstrations against ICE. See, again, since January, this is fantastic. Being in New York, being in a big city, I just expect more, and there just hasn't been. And I don't. And Trump, by the way, is noticing this, because if you haven't noted, I mean, he says this kind of like in passing, but he says, I'm not supposed to do that, but I can, and nobody seems to care. And he says this, he notices it, that no one seems to care. And that's why showing up in these huge, huge, huge numbers matters. It sends a message. It sends a message not only to him and the White House, but to all the representatives that they need to buck up and giddy up and start fighting for us. Okay, Claude, hi from Canada. Hello. Let's see. I was planning on wearing shorts today. Yeah. Gettysburg, PA. They hold a protest every Saturday, small but mighty. I love Gettysburg. Love Gettysburg. It's such a beautiful place. I have not been in about 10 years, but my husband and I have been talking about going back. It's just the best. Let's see. Red Feather Lakes, Colorado. Morning from rural Tennessee. I'm disabled and I'm attending the virtual Stand Up for Science rally to be counted. I love that, Tammy. That's fantastic. I love that there's another option for people to make their voices heard and come together. Let's see. I'm not, see. I'm going to let everybody read that. If you're watching on YouTube, that's, I guess, phonetically, or at least syllable by syllable, that's how one would pronounce that the name of that town. Clarendon is Allegheny County, Pennsylvania. Let's see. Alcohol kills germs. Well, yeah. Here's another thing, guys. This wedding, no alcohol at this wedding. This is a first. This is a first for me. There's no alcohol being served at this wedding, and they have asked on the invitation that no one bring in any alcohol out of respect to them. I think this is like a religious thing. I don't know, but there is a bar in the hotel though, so I think we'll be going to that. Let's see. Pull it off that link. I would. I know. I don't have my second. I don't have my second laptop here. Otherwise, I would. Maybe when I'm playing one of these other, I have some videos teed up here, so maybe when I'm playing that, I'll try to grab it. Let's see. Protests here in the province of Ontario against the corrupt Doug Ford government in the province. Yeah. Hello from South Africa, Johannesburg. Autumn here, but still sunny and warm. Happy No Kings. Thank you, Sam. Good morning, Michelle from Fort Worth, Texas. 50 degrees. See, 50 is not bad. Let's see. I chose Bette Midler, The Rose, for a first dance at a cool weather wedding. Fire was rolling though. That's nice. It's a beautiful song. Let's see. Bruce Springsteen and Jane Fonda are going to be in Minneapolis flagship NK rally. Let's see. I know Don Lemon, Joy Reid, and Jim Acosta, I think, are doing a live feed from Washington today. So definitely head on over there and check that out. My third grade class sang From a Distance at Grandparents' Day. Oh, see, that's lovely. It's such a good song. Let's see. Bette Midler is the GOAT. She is. As my American friends go out there today, keep your heads on a swivel and be safe. We will, Heidi. Promise. Let's see. By the way, Fort Leonard Wood is just outside Springfield, Missouri, deep in our Bible Belt. Also close to one of the main ICE detention facilities in Missouri. Demonstration there is huge. Oh, good. It's funny. I see the Bible there. My husband was on our side tables here. he was going through the drawer trying to put his stuff in there, and he was like, "Oh, good, there's a Bible in here." And I was reminded, and my parents are going to laugh at this because I'm sure they're watching. When I was a little kid and we were driving to Florida, we always drove because, flying was very expensive. So we always drove. And I remember one of the times we stopped at a hotel, and I must have been like 6 years old, and I was just learning to read or like doing reading stuff. And I opened the drawer and I was like, oh my God, guys, there's a Holly Bibble in here. And no clue. Holly Bibble, the Holly Bibble. So to this day, we joke and say Holly Bibble. So when he pulled it out, I was like, oh, Holly Bibble. Love, you don't see those too often anymore. Let's see. Let's see. Isn't there a law against felons voting for Florida? I thought so. Let's see. Good morning from Ontario, Canada. My BFF is going to No Kings in New Hampshire. Let's see. Looking through here. Let's see. First thing Emily Gregory should do is have an arrest for state crimes. Legit. Hello from Vegas. Vegas, baby, Vegas. But the Dow's at 50,000. It's not. Matt Schlapp is handsy. Yes, he is. If you don't know what I'm talking about here, just Google that. Google that. He does like to pick up the young men's, allegedly. Let's see. Bannon says Trump will be sworn in 29. Okay, let's just say in a worst case scenario, in a nightmare scenario, let's just say that. He's not going to make it that far, guys. Have you seen him? Have you seen him? Has Steve Bannon seen him? Because he's not well. He's not well here. He's not well in the body. And I'm not just saying that because we all hate the guy. He's not well. And it's actually terrifying on a different level that it's. I was going through all the clips this in the last couple of days, just listening to him just go on and on. He went at 4 minutes about a pen. Won't shut up about the ballroom. I mean, it's just he's answering questions with things that have nothing to do with that, and not like in a clever way, in a way that like he doesn't know where he is. It's really scary. He's not gonna make it that far. Let's see. Meet up in Humboldt County, of course. Let's see. Epstein. I know. Trump is on the Epstein list. Yes, he is. Let's see. I always march with my sister-in-law. I got her or sister. See, that's nice. Sister outlaw. I like that. I got her in the divorce. See, I have a cousin. I have a family member who I got sort of in the divorce. She was married to my cousin, but she's mine now. And I always wondered, like, what do I call her? Because she's my cousin, but not. Now I'm going to call her my cousin outlaw. I like that. Let's see. Let's see here. I'm going to the No Kings rally in Ship Bottom on Long Beach Island. All right. My 17-year-old daughter coming with me also. That's wonderful. Get the kiddos out there. People tend to be very friendly at No Kings. I was alone at the second one and did not feel that. I agree. I would say even going back to the women's marches, I went to a couple of them in New York by myself and always found community. And there, you just find like a little group of people, and everyone's like really awesome and really friendly and just happy to be there. And I think just also relieved to find like-minded people sort of gathering. And you don't feel so alone. And I think I mentioned this the other day, but that algorithm, I think, is stacked so much against us, right? Against the opposition, that it's also designed to isolate us and make us feel like there's more of them, that they're winning. And there is so many more of us. And I think it's really important to remember that, especially when we're together in person. I think that reminds us of like how powerful we are. And we can't forget that. Helen Reddy, I am woman, hear me roar, a number is too big to ignore. Yes, exactly. Michelle, It is pathetic that SU hasn't been in the NCAA for several years. Hopefully, McNamara will put the program back together. I have all the faith in the world in this man. For all the reasons, I have all the faith. I don't know if people saw this, if anybody cares. Mike Hopkins, who also used to be an assistant coach at Syracuse, is going to go be the head coach at Siena, where Jerry McNamara is. So he's going to take his place. I think it's just, the whole thing is fantastic. We have a new athletic director at Syracuse too, who's going to help just rebuild the whole thing. I think, and I know the university is going to give him a budget that he can work with for recruiting, and it's so great. I couldn't be more happy about it. I was hoping to see Tara and JoJo with you while Julia's away. I know they just got their own thing going on. You know what I mean? Everyone's just busy, and JoJo's got Siren, and Tara's got Siren and Seneca and all the stuff. So, see, and then there's this. Then there's sickness. Let's see. At the Renee Good March in January, it was easier to step in and out on Fifth Avenue and also see. That's what I mean. Just stay on the perimeters. Phones out, all biometrics turned off. That is a very good point, Mary. Turn off the biometrics on your phone, whether it's a fingerprint, whether it's your Face ID, because all a cop needs to do, or official or ICE person, is hold up your phone to your face and unlock it. But if you have the passcode on it instead, they can't do that, and they need a warrant to open your phone. So just be mindful, and just also be mindful of surveillance, and take the location off your phone. You can put it back on later if you want. Just take it off for today. You'll probably be fine, but like why even chance it? You know what I mean? Nobody needs to know where you are. We're all on some list anyways. Let's see. We have one guy doing protests every Friday at the courthouse. He was recently assaulted by some MAGA crazy. Ugh, it's awful. Let's see. They have a protest from my Congressman Tim Walberg's office in Niles, Michigan every Tuesday. Let's see. Minneapolis, St. Paul is going to live stream from St. Paul. Good. Again, the people of Minneapolis are the example. They are the example. If we need inspiration or an example of what we should all be striving to do, look no further than the people of Minneapolis. Let's see. Actually made a White House have to track anyone who downloads it. Palantir made it. Yeah, see, this is what I'm saying. Like, we all got to be careful. And text on Signal. Use WhatsApp. I wouldn't even use WhatsApp, because WhatsApp is owned by Meta, and I don't trust them either. Signal's the way to go. A Baptist wedding. No, it's not a Baptist wedding. It's like evangelical, I think. I don't know. I'm not religious. I don't know anything about it. Obviously, as a child, saying Holy Bible instead of Holy Bible, not knowing the difference. Just no alcohol would be lots of fun. Excuse me. I'm going to Mount Vernon in Iowa. No Kings event. Love it. You had it, Michelle. I did have it. Okay. I think we're going back to the pronunciation. Okay, good. Alcohol also causes cancer. It does. So maybe doing us a favor. It'd be one less day in our lives. Put a small flask in your purse. I know. I was thinking about it, but then it said on the thing, anyway. And I've been sick, and then I don't know if this happens to you guys, but like when I start coughing, then I get like acid reflux, because I'm an old person now, and this is a thing. So it's like I gotta eat like rice and oatmeal all week. It's just one of those things. So I'm like, maybe a martini wouldn't be such a good idea today. What about gummies, Chuckles? Considered that too. But no can do today. Pre-wedding tailgate, probably. Let us know what they toast with. Probably like apple juice or something. I don't even know. Let's see. Just reading through. Just say no to sex with Trumpers. I went to my wedding sober. Should have known that was a curse. No Kings is also a way to get Americans to exercise their protest. This helps people see and feel we do have the power. Exactly. Exactly. Let's see. Hi, Suzanne. She says, good morning, dear lady. Good morning. Right back to you. Apparently John Huston and Humphrey Bogart were the only ones not to get sick on the set of The African Queen because of booze. Well, yeah, I mean, Humphrey Bogart, he liked his drink. I think in Casablanca, he wasn't even 40 years old, I think. He was like in his 30s when he made that movie, which is kind of crazy. Um, BJG virtual hugs right back at you. Let's see. We need protests every month going forward. I agree. I agree. And it's like, again, Indivisible is doing a great job. This is one piece of a bigger effort, right? I mean, it just needs to be bigger and more often because again, I know we're not designed here in the United States to protest like the French do, but like the French are out in the streets every day when something goes on. I mean, they were going to raise the retirement age in France by 1 year, and man, they were setting shit on fire. So like, you know, I just have to say. Heidi says confirmed and expected locations for these rallies include Toronto, Halifax, Montreal, and near the U.S. Embassy in Ottawa. Over 1,000 protests in Canada. Wow. We love our neighbors to the north. We love our neighbors to the north. Let's see. Fort Wood is an hour and a half away from Springfield. Got it. Let's see. I was in third grade when President Kennedy was killed. Wow. 1963, November 22nd, 1963. Let's see. Holly Bibble. Sorry, I'm a little behind here on the comments here. Let's see. More attention needs to be paid to how the turds kids are profiting off the Trump war. I could not agree more. Where did I see this? Was it the Washington Post? I can't remember where I was reading this, or maybe it was something on Substack. There's not enough attention being paid to the entire family crime operation of what's going on with the Trump family, and how they are enriching themselves in ways that no one ever has in the history of this country. It's dangerous. It's wrong. It's I could go on all day, but today's a happy day, so I don't want to talk about that at the moment in depth, at least. Let's see. It's 29 in Minneapolis. The high is going to be 54. Still debating on the shorts. I would go with pants. I just would. Massive No Ponce King of England protest march. Massive Scottish independence protest live in Edinburgh. CPAC is dead. I mean, CPAC is was it in Texas right now, right? I think it's near Houston or Dallas or something like that. I mean, I've been watching the clips, but there's there's huge fractures going on in MAGA right now. So it must be really interesting to be there and just kind of see what's going on because, of course, some of the panels are just like batshit crazy. Especially from the women telling other women they need to stop taking birth control. And like, we need to be Benny Johnson, podcaster, got on stage and said that we need to outbreed the left. Outbreed. That's why they keep having like 10 kids, because they're afraid we're going to run out of Republicans and white people. Let's see. Steve Bannon is Herman Goering. That's actually a very good analogy comparison. Actually, I hadn't considered that, and I think you're absolutely right. Bannon's a drunk. Yes, he is. He looks like a human herpy who wears like 8 shirts at a time. He's disgusting. He's a vile human being, but not stupid. He's very, very smart, and that's why he should never be underestimated. Even Iranian Lego movies were so entertaining. I know. I got to give it to the Iranians. I mean, regime, horrible, evil. But their meme game, not bad. And also, I don't know if you guys saw, the Iranians, there's a hacking group in Iran that hacked Kash Patel's phone. The photos are pretty funny. Let's see. Excuse me. Heading to No Kings in Phoenix shortly. Love it. I have cousins in Phoenix. Hopefully, I think they'll be there as well. Happy No Kings Day to everyone from Jakarta, Indonesia. I'll be there in spirit. Stay safe. Thank you, Michael. And thank you for being here. It's so it's humbling to see how many people join us from all over the world. It's just amazing. Let's see. These marches to build community and exercise one's protests. Exactly. Going to No Kings Rally in Anaheim, California. Anaheim, right? Home of the Mighty Ducks. Is that right? Let's see. My husband was telling me the sheriff in California, Chad, I can't remember his last name, but he's confiscating the voter rolls and running for governor. See, this is, yeah. The new Syracuse athletic director seemed motivated to bring programs back to power. Agree. And also, the Carrier Dome, which I refuse to call it the JMA Dome. He said they want to, sort of build that out and make it a bigger facility, and so I'm all about that too. I think that's great. Let's see. I think McNamara will do a good job in Syracuse. Me too. Me too. And you know what? New generation. New generation. He's my age, and I'm just like so refreshing to finally see a new generation of people taking over everywhere, not just in sports, but in politics. I mean, I was looking at a roster of like potential candidates for 2028. And I was like, these people are a little bit younger. It's nice to see. Babysitting my mom today, so I'm gonna put my signs in the front yard. See, but people see it when they drive by on their way. Did you guys quit doing the morning dispatch? So the daily dispatch, we still do, and it's more of like a rapid response sort of thing. But I couldn't do it this week because I've just been like so sick and lost my voice. My voice is probably going to go here pretty soon. But the morning show we haven't done in quite a few weeks, just because we're two people, and I'm kind of the more like technical editor producer person, and it was just like I couldn't do anything else, because trying to clip and produce that show 5 days a week and try to do anything else was just like, it was killing me and killing us. So at least for now, until we can hire people to help us, that's on hiatus for now, the morning show. But the other stuff we have. And of course, everyone, if you are not joining us for the Americans Rewatch podcast called The Illegals, episode 2 is out. That dropped on Thursday. The episode 3 will be out next Thursday, so on and so forth. We have a different cast of characters rotating from the 7 of us every week. It's great. It's fun. It's a whole lot of fun. Let's see. Let's see. Going through here. You shouldn't be drinking when you're sick, though, anyway. See, good point. Good point. I just feel like I've been sick for so long, because I had like a little stomach thing, and then I went right from that into this. It's a dandy time. It's a dandy time of year. And also, did you guys hear that there's like a new COVID variant that is making its way around the country right now that is evading the vaccine and has a very strange symptom of fainting? People are fainting. So watch out for that. Be careful. Just be careful, I guess. If you're immune compromised, especially, just, be careful in indoor places. Let's see. The progressives keep turning more right-wing and towards anti-Semitism and anti-Jewish hatred. Don't even get me started. It's a problem. We have anti-Semitism on the right and the left, and it's really, really, really scary and concerning. And Julie and I can probably talk about that another day. But yes, Michelle, you're a better Christian than most professed Christians. Thank you, Heidi. What was it that was it the last Pope said? He was like, I'd rather someone be atheist and be a good person or something than to profess being a Catholic or a Christian and not practice any of the, I don't know, the rules or, morals of our religion or something like that. And I was like, funny. Let's see. Protests like they did in Italy when they were protesting ice at the Olympics. Exactly. Speaking of, I don't know how they're going to do the World Cup. When they got ice in the airports. And by the way, I was watching Argo. I was rewatching Argo the other night. And when, the character, not really character, is a real person, Tony Mendez lands in Tehran, and you see the guards and stuff like stopping people, when they're getting their passports checked. I was like, it is absolutely core shaking to realize that is happening now in our country. Really good movie to go rewatch right now. Obviously, a lot of it's dramatized, but still a great story. Um, Jabba the Gut. It's for Steve Bannon. Jabba the Hutt. He does look like Jabba the Hutt. Um, People are finally saying treason. Yes. I don't know why people are so afraid to say this. Like, say it. Like, why do we have all these laws if we're not going to, like, A, use them, B, enforce them, and C, even say them out loud? I don't understand. Um, Especially since so much, yeah, oh yeah, the Biden crime family. What a bunch of horse shit that was. Um, Grinder crash because of Benny Johnson. I know. I should probably like scroll a little bit further. If I missed your things, I'm so sorry. I just want to make sure I'm a little more uh yeah, Tiger Woods, maybe a drunk say. Okay, you guys saw this, right? Tiger Woods crashed his car on Jupiter Island in Florida yesterday afternoon. Was arrested for DUI. Um, what a disaster of a human being. I mean, truly, it's it's sad, but it's not anymore. It's not. I think the first time was sad, but it's been so many times now. And here's a man with just so many problems. That he has obviously not dealt with, and so much money, and has been given so much privilege his whole life, being told how great he is, never told that he's wrong or that he's bad or being held accountable. And also dating Don Jr.'s ex-wife, which is like extra crazy, but it's just really kind of pathetic. And also, like, you were so rich, get a chauffeur. Have somebody drive you around 24/7. I don't understand. I don't understand. Jimmy B was coaching at SU in the 70s. He should have retired a long time ago. I agree. He stayed too long. Um, he stayed too long. Those last several years, he should have left before. He Jay Leno'd it a little bit. He was like, I'm going to leave. And then he didn't. And I was like, And then recruiting, it killed recruiting with his kids and anything. Anyways, thank you for this morning show, Michelle. You are a rock star. Thank you, BJG. I am so glad to be here. And, that's the one thing Julie and I said is like, if we're not going to do the morning show during the week, there's no way in hell we're going to stop doing the Saturday show because we love it. Why are rich people driving drunk? I'd Uber everett. Yeah. Who wants to drive? I hate driving. I live in New York, but it's like, I hate driving. If I could have somebody drive me around all the time, I'd be like, hell yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Kamala was right about everything. Yeah, she was. Yes, she was. Miss the AM show so much. If you start an hour later, I'll volunteer to help you. It's so sweet. I know. And the thing is like, and I actually asked Julie, I was like, can we do it later? But she's got a kid and she's a consultant, and I've been doing more political consulting too, and like working on some campaigns. So, it's just hard to try to do all these things at once. And, we're trying to find some people that maybe will invest in Mayday and help us grow. And so TBD, we'll see. Let's see. Netanyahu is causing anti-Semitism. Yes, he is. That's I think he made a decision long ago. He doesn't care about the Jews around the world, doesn't care what happens, doesn't care what kind of danger he puts them in. What Bibi Netanyahu has done is not only monstrous, but is bad for Jews, bad for Israel. And he needs to go. He is just a band of strong men who are destroying everything and killing innocent people. It's horrendous. Now they're saying it's actually COVID. They were calling it unidentified virus. I don't know. That's what I saw. Let's see. Anxiety affects our immune system. That it does. It also affects your hair color. As I've noticed the last couple of years, my hair has gone very gray very, very quickly. I just went and got my hair colored 2 weeks ago, and I hadn't had it colored since October. It's been a long time. And I just like, I'm not really leaving the house. I'm not going anywhere. I'll just like let it, because it's expensive. And I'm like, I'm just going to let it go. And I sat in the chair, and Tanya, who does my hair, she like did this, parted the back of my hair. She was like, oh girl. I'm like, Trump. Let's see. Just got a text from CVS regarding a COVID shot if you got one 6 months ago. Interesting. Pollen is bad now. So I've heard. It's funny because I went to an allergist and I didn't like test positive for any allergens, but every allergy season I get like really sick. So I don't know what that's about. Um let's see. World Cup is gonna be a shit show. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Did you see Tiger Woods' face? He does not look good. He does not look good. That's what I'm gonna say about that. He's a mess. He's a mess. I don't know if we got any golf fans here. I'm always very excited for the Masters. He was going to play this year, which is crazy. This was going to be part of his big comeback. Whatever. I mean, like I say, big, a comeback. He obviously is not going to win at this point in his life, but you know, we root for Rory in my household, Rory McIlroy. So it was wonderful to watch him win last year. Let's see. Da, da, da. Biden families. Wait, what? Who is this person? Biden families crap taking cash money for crappy artwork. Yeah. No. Bye. Michelle, please don't overachieve while you're recuperating. Rest well. I'm trying. Trust me, I'm trying. Let's see. Tiger Woods never had a normal child. Yeah, exactly. And his dad was like not exactly a great example. His behavior. I mean, it's just I think he's not a normal person, and therefore is not having a normal life, and unfortunately, never acclimated to being a regular person at all. Has been making a lot of mistakes. But it would be great if he could make his mistakes and also not endanger the lives of people around him. Let's see. Michelle, tell Jacqueline I said hello from Clarendon, Pennsylvania. I will. She's actually not with us at this wedding, but because she has school, but I will tell her. Tiger Blue is 0. The impairment may have been drugs or speed. Well, whatever the case. Whatever the case. Netanyahu is the Trump of Israel. Yes. Let's see. Tiger Woods was doing the nose candy. Somebody said, well, perhaps, I guess. I didn't catch up on when after I saw the breaking news yesterday. I didn't catch up after the fact. So these are all new tidbits for me. Let's see. Great color sprays for your roots, and I have them. Except like when then you go to bed at night, then you get it on your pillow. That's like not fun. Let's see. But he stumbles. I embrace my gray hair. I listen. Some people look great. Do your thing. I'm all about it. People who I love my gray hair. You live your life. Yeah, that person was blocked, Michelle. Okay, great. Thank you. Because I saw it, and I think it's like on the chat. It's like I see it differently than our moderators. And also, thank you, moderators. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Biden crime, love family, transgender coming for your kids. Funny how they'll all vanish the second DJT put his hand on that Bible, right? Let's see. Perimenopause changes hair color and texture between this dress. Yeah, I'm about that age. So it's coming for me. Let's see. What gray? Exactly. I have a good colorist. That's why I don't have any right now. Yes, our moderators are the best. Thank you so much. He didn't put his hand on the Bible. Yes, Rosie, exactly. He had his hand down here and did this. He never did this. And I have to wonder if he just wasn't thinking because he doesn't think, or if that was on purpose. Let's see. I was going to dye my hair green, but I have to wait. Yes. Let's see. 47 didn't put his hand on the Bible. Exactly. Millionaires. Yeah, I don't know if there's a report out that billionaires have already spent 75% of the money that has been invested in the midterms thus far has all been from billionaires and to the Republicans. It's crazy. We're being totally outspent, outraised, because the billionaires have picked a side. They've picked a side, and we don't have enough of them that care about the country that helped make them rich. That's the thing that's so infuriating. I was like, this country helped make you rich. The fact that we had a healthy and booming middle class, um, a democracy, a government that at least, was trying to work. Um, and these people got really rich off of it. I mean, look at Elon Musk. He wouldn't be rich if it weren't for Barack Obama's administration giving him those contracts. It's insane. These people are insane and awful. And what was it that AOC says? She goes, every billionaire is a policy failure. And, while I do not begrudge people for their success, there is a difference between like wealth and success and this sort of excess in wealth. It is so far from removed from the rest of the world. My feelings about all of this stuff keep getting more and more. I don't know, populist, I guess you could say, by the moment. I saw Tim Miller. It was a few weeks ago, was saying, he's like, I've made the full transition. He's like, I'm all the way almost to Bernie now. I'm like, I'm right there with you, brother. Let's see. We were driving to No King's March with a friend of my mother today here in Olympia. Let's see. Okay, but if you're an atheist, why would you care if you put your hand on the Bible? Wouldn't you need something that the Constitution said? Exactly. If I was being thrown into something, I would use the Constitution, or I would use something. I would use something else. Billionaires funded Hitler. Yeah, I mean, this is what rich people do. But here's the thing. I mean, there's this really great TED Talk from like 2012. This guy named Nick Hanauer, and he's a really rich guy. And he was saying, he's like, to my fellow aristocrats, they're coming with their pitchforks, and was sending a warning that if like we do not fix this, they're coming for us. And I mean, not literal pitchforks, but you know what I mean? And the thing is, like, the economic populism unfortunately manifested itself in a way that so many people gravitated toward Trump because he was selling this mess. I mean, the whole thing is just, it's so dark, and so backwards. Let's see. I'm going down kicking and screaming. Want to keep my dark hair. See, this is what I'm saying. I'm gonna be 100 years old. I'm gonna be like, put that color on my head. I'm not going gray. I'm not doing it. Let's see. Anything else here? Well, while we're doing this here, let me see. I had some things here today. What did I want to show? Oh, here's something. So you guys know I love movies and I watch a lot of TV, and this is just my world. I don't know if you guys have seen this trailer yet. There's a new movie coming out. I saw something about May, but then I saw another thing on this trailer that said September. It's called Pressure, and it's with Brendan Fraser playing General Eisenhower, and it's about the decision to go into to Normandy to invade Europe, and the timing based on the weather. So like we all know that there was, all these weather reports, and they were trying to decide whether to go, to not go, when to go, because it was like a really small window of time that they could do this. And so this film, I actually would love to show you guys the trailer, because I saw this and I was just like, first of all, Brendan Fraser, how great is it that he's like having a comeback? I think it's great. Operation Overlord, exactly. And if you guys make your way over to France, if you can go to Normandy, it was one of the most profound days of my life going there. I want to go back because we were on a tour, so I didn't really feel like I got enough time in some of the places that I wanted to go. But go to the Overlord Museum. Go to, obviously, the beaches. There's so many things there. It's and obviously to go to the museum, or not to the museum, to the cemetery. It is incredible. It's funny enough, I was there on October 7th, as I was getting the news alerts about what was going on in Israel, and walking through the cemetery, and seeing the dates and the ages of these young men, thousands and thousands of young American men. And you know, knowing what was coming, just knowing what was coming, and feeling like so much of the country was just not with us, like not understanding or not wanting to believe that Donald Trump was not only coming back, but that he never really went away, that he was going to be the nominee and that this was going to happen. And I was, like, this all cannot have been for nothing. This all cannot have been for nothing. So anyways, I would love to show you guys a trailer. I just screen recorded it off my phone, so there are some captions on it. I hope that's okay. They're a little distracting, but will help anyone who's hearing impaired. So I'm just going to go ahead and play this now. We can watch it together. This is Pressure with Brendan Fraser.
The weather can destroy us.
I'm very proud they chose you, Jim.
Dr. James Stagg, reporting for duty.
General Eisenhower will see you now.
D-Day will be the largest seaborne invasion in history. Churchill tells me you're the best meteorologist in the country. I need a forecast.
Our troops require perfect conditions. Any waves over 6 feet, impossible. Sir, long-term weather forecasting is really only ever educated guesswork.
We invade France Monday, June 5th. You've got 61 hours. The fate of the war, thousands of lives, hinge on this. Churchill says he's a genius.
Men are too fond of that word.
Get me the data from every Met station within 2,000 miles of Normandy. If we've measured it, then I want it.
Captain Stagg, this is General Montgomery.
The enemy has doubled its defenses in as many weeks. If we delay, we will lose this war.
We're looking good, sir.
The weather is a go. I couldn't disagree with that more.
They won't like this.
There are 2 major storms advancing towards the Normandy coast, even as we speak.
Are you absolutely certain?
I'm confident that the storms will come.
Not good enough.
How are you so certain that they're coming?
D-Day will be calm and sunny. Are you blind?
If you invade tomorrow, they're going to be washed away.
My men are ready for the big match. Get them onto the beaches somehow, anyhow. Leave the rest to me.
Soldiers, sailors, and airmen, the eyes of the world are upon you.
Stag is gonna crack.
Go or don't go. That's it.
The wrath of nature is real. And we must face the facts. However frightening they may be.
Captain Stagg, do you want to be personally responsible for losing this war?
It looks so good. It looks so good. Listen, we don't know how good a movie is until we see it. At least the trailer's really good. But, I love that stuff. And I love movies about World War II. And so just think it's an important story that hasn't really been told like this yet. And I think it's pretty great. So guys, it's 11:08 here on the East Coast. I know y'all need to get ready to go to your protest. I'm pretty sure my husband's probably texted me that he would like to come in and take a shower because I told him, I was like, don't you dare walk through that door. Oh, thank you, Jay. Love your shirt. Yes. Glory to Ukraine. And guys, I'm going to play us out actually with one of my favorite things I made last year in honor of opening day of baseball was this past week. Let's see, I think opening day at Yankee Stadium is April 2nd, first week of April. So I'm going to play us out with the Wonder Boy video I made last year for Shohei Ohtani. You can watch that if you'd like. Otherwise, I will see y'all soon. I've got all my stuff here with me, so if anything happens tonight or tomorrow, you'll hear from me. I promise. Everyone, please take care. And if you are on Instagram, and you have something that you want to share from your protest, tag at the Mayday Network, and we will repost it, or I'll try to. It's just, I say we, it's me. So if hopefully I'll be able to monitor Instagram, and I'll do my best to repost them. But take lots of pictures, share, have a great time, have a safe protest, everyone. And we'll see y'all very soon. Bye, everybody.
There have been perfect games.
Robinson dashes to the plate.
Sandy Koufax, his second consecutive.
There have been no-hitters, walk-offs, and miracle ninth innings. Baseball has always given us nights that felt touched by something greater than the game itself. But then, on Friday night, under the lights of Dodger Stadium, one immigrant gave us the kind of performance we'll tell our kids about. They're calling it the greatest game ever played. 3 home runs.
And there goes Ohtani! Shohei! Ohtani did he? Ohtani! Ohtani has done it again! His 3rd home run! This was about as impressive as it gets. The bat flip.
6 shutout innings.
The NLCS. In 5 innings. 1 and 2 on Teray.
One man doing what used to take an entire team. But maybe it was something more. Maybe it was a reminder of what baseball and this country are supposed to be about.
They get 6 more outs.
Baseball has always been America's pastime, but it's the people who come to America who bring their talent, their dreams, their discipline, and hard work, who make it something greater. Shohei Ohtani came here with a dream and a fastball. He crossed an ocean to play the game he loved. He reminded us why we watch, why we dream, and why this game endures. Baseball was born here, but it's been kept alive and made greater by those who crossed oceans and borders, proving again that greatness isn't born in just one place, that the American dream doesn't have a birth certificate. It has a heartbeat. And on Friday night, it sounded like this.
Ohtani did he? Ohtani! Ohtani has done
The sound
it again! His 3rd home run!
connects us all. From fields in Cuba, Venezuela, the Dominican Republic, Japan, Puerto Rico, to the sandlots of the Bronx and the cornfields of Iowa. In a country built on possibilities, sometimes it takes someone who came from somewhere else to remind us what it all really means.
There goes Ohtani, lighting up the highlights already.
Baseball may be America's pastime, but baseball has been made greater.
Pitcher and a hitter.
By those who choose to play it here. They all chase the same dream, to stand beneath these lights. And belong.